Welcome back, everybody, to part two of our drivers' press conference here at the Hungaroring. This time, Zhou Guanyu, Fernando Alonso, Logan Sargeant, a slightly different-looking Nico Hulkenberg, and George Russell. Now, Joe, let's start with you. You're closest. What have you been up to since we last saw you? And I'm thinking specifically of Wimbledon.
Yeah, exactly. Obviously, I got invited to watch. There was a choice between even women's final or men's, so I went to the men's on Sunday before heading over this weekend. So that was really fun. Actually, you know, the first ever time. I don't really play tennis myself, but actually, first game match I watched, that was quite impressive, to be honest. Just how silent it is before every serve, you know, that's quite impressive to see. Where Formula One, you have like massive DJ music before on the starting grid. Bit different, but yeah, it was really enjoyable actually. You know, both players put an incredible show on that day.
Fernando, were you tempted to come over to Wimbledon and watch that final?
No. It was enough. One week in Silverstone already. Yeah.
Now, Joe, let's talk about the performance of your car. The last couple of races have been hard for you and Alfa Romeo. What have been the issues?
Well, Silverstone, to be honest, I think in terms of the preparation and throughout the weekend, we didn't do an exactly perfect job. Especially, obviously, from my side, there was an issue before FP3 where we made a massive change during the day, during the night, with the setup before heading over for qualify. So I have no, let's say, practice into it. And then quali was down, was okay, and then last lap was only dry lap I got, so didn't really maximize everything, which sacrificed quite a bit the weekend. But yeah, it's clear, like as a team made maybe a more visible step forward compared to the upgrade we bought into Silverstone. So it's been not an easy one so far, and clearly lacking a little bit of pace compared to where we want it to be.
Well, do you think that pace will translate here at the Hungaroring?
I think, you know, we shouldn't be, you know, as further back as we were in Silverstone, because Silverstone is a track, obviously you have high speed, but also you have a lot of long straights, and a lot of corners are flat now. You know, the Cops or this corner is almost flat. So I think here will be a little bit stronger, and obviously we have no upgrade for this weekend, but we just need to figure out, you know, get a bit more on top of what we actually got before the summer break. So
the team were overtaken by Williams at Silverstone. Is there a little bit of pressure building inside?
Yeah, of course. You know, we're aiming obviously to kind of beginning of the year, we aim a little bit higher to at least maintain trying to be P6, if not higher up. We clearly didn't achieve that, but on the other hand, we was very close together with Williams and also Haas, you know, for the whole season, and unfortunately got overtaken for that last weekend out, so not ideal. But pressure is high, but I think the main focus is really to get more out of the package, you know, to be quicker in terms of develop more upgrades coming through the second half of the season. And it's clear, you know, if we have the performance of the car and we can develop like or delivery what Alex or both Williams was doing that whole weekend, they was extremely quick, you know, top 3 all sessions. So.
All right, look, best of luck this weekend. Thank you. Fernando, let's come to you now. 20 years since that first win. How vividly do you remember 2003?
I do remember. It was obviously a magical moment of my life and my career as well. It changed a little bit everything after that. And yeah, it was a qualifying that we had to put the fuel for the race for the first stint. So we thought on Saturday night that we were very light on fuel, and maybe, you know, the race will unfold differently, and maybe top 5 was possible, or a podium, I think, was the realistic target. We ended up winning the race, and it was a little bit of a surprise, and we were very happy.
You say it changed something. What did it change?
It changed, I think, a little bit, especially off track, many things in my life and in Spain as well. No more privacy in my life since 20 years. Yeah.
And then the hashtag started then, hashtag 2, hashtag 3, hashtag 33 now.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, the first win is probably, you know, a big thing, and it happened to all the drivers. And as I said, for me, it was a big change. Now, into this weekend, we do have, you know, some hopes into this weekend after some struggles in Austria and Silverstone, so hopefully a better one.
Well, tell us a little bit more about that. Why are you more confident coming into the Hungaroring?
I think because the layout of the track and the characteristics are a little bit more similar to the circuits that we did perform well so far this year. And I think high-speed corners, long straights are not maybe the strength of our package. And I think Austria and Silverstone were a clear example of those. So yeah, hopefully here we can come back to a more strong performance. Even though our main competitors, they did improve their package, and they will be very, very strong as well here. So it's going to be difficult, but hopefully good fun.
And can we get your thoughts on the alternative tyre allocation that we're running for the first time this weekend at the Hungaroring? Do you like being told what tyres to run in each segment of qualifying?
Yeah, why not? I think it will not change too many things. As you said, we have to use certain type of tire in each of the qualifyings, but it's the same for everybody. So it should not be a thing that should change too many things. And we save a couple of sets, I think, for Pirelli. Instead of 13, we have 11 per driver. So 2 sets for 20 drivers. Obviously, there is a lot of sets that maybe Formula One can save. So there are a reason behind that we should support and at least try it. And let's see after this weekend, if there are any tweaks that maybe are needed for the future.
All right, Fernando, thank you. Best of luck to you. Logan, let's come to you now. Best result of the season so far at Silverstone with that P11. Do you feel that you made a step forward there?
Yeah, I think I'm making steps in the right direction, but still not where I want to be. There's plenty of work to still be done, but I see the progress. I see it's moving in the right direction. That's what matters. But yeah, still striving to be better, and I think this weekend in particular isn't going to be perfect for what we have in our car, but we'll make the most of it, and yeah, hopefully optimize on what we were just speaking about with a different qualifying format.
And what about the upgraded Williams? The performance was so strong at Silverstone. What can you hope for here?
Yeah, well, I think, for sure Budapest isn't a track that's going to be great for us. So we have to manage expectations coming off the back of 2 decent weekends for the team. But yeah, I think there's always opportunity. You never know until you put the car on the ground. So we'll stay optimistic and see what we can do.
All right, best of luck to you. Thank you very much. Nico, let's come to you. Can you explain the new look, first of all? Was it a bet?
Fascinating what a bit of dyed hair can do. No, not a bet. It's just a bit of, that Barbie movie came out, and I thought a bit of, extra PR for me is pretty handy this time of the season. Actually, no, I wasn't aware about it, and I didn't really play with Barbie and Ken when I was a child, so just ran into this one, and bad timing, I guess.
Now, look, before we talk about Haas, can we just get your thoughts on the return of your former teammate, Daniel Ricciardo, this weekend? What did you make of that?
Yeah, I mean, a lot more smiles, a lot more teeth, you can see there. Going to be interesting to see. I think there's actually quite a strong race car. Will be interesting to see what Danny can do with it. Obviously, he's had now a good 8-9 months out. A bit of a reset, and to be out of the hot seat for a while, I think is quite nice. I speak from experience, so he's probably quite fresh and reset and ready to go. So, going to be exciting to see what he can do.
Now, the Hungaroring is often referred to as Monaco without the walls. Given that your car wasn't particularly competitive at Monaco,
where are you going?
How confident can you be coming into this one?
Yeah, as confident as we can be. I mean, it's been a bit tough lately, a bit of a dry spell also in terms of point scoring, apart from obviously Austria and the sprint race. Here it's very hot, it's very demanding on tires, so it's going to be definitely a tough weekend for us. We have a few little upgrades to the car on the floors, so hopefully, they can push us along a little bit. But I expect a very tight field again. So every session matters, every lap matters. I think quali for us with that new rules of how we have to run the tires. The hard in Q1 is probably not favorable for us. So extra challenge there, but we'll just take it on.
And Hulk, final one from me. There's quite a lot of speculation about your future. Gene Haas is going to be here this weekend. Are you hoping to sit down with him and maybe get a deal done before the summer break?
I'll sit down with him regardless. Maybe there is no deal to be done. Maybe the deal is in place. Who knows? I'm pretty happy and relaxed. I think it works both ways at the moment, and I'm enjoying myself. I think the team is also in a good place. So there's no reason, not to think why that relationship shouldn't continue like this.
All right, well, good luck with that. Good luck with the on-track performance as well. George, coming to you now. Thank you for waiting. So we're back at the scene of your first ever pole position in Formula One. That happened 12 months ago. What chance of repeat this weekend?
Yeah, I'll be pushing for it for sure. It's they're looking forward to seeing what the weekend's going to hold. It's been an interesting few races with our performance in Austria, then really quite strong in Silverstone. We're still battling forward and still really focused to keep on progressing. We're in a good position, but we need to try and stay ahead of our competitors.
Have you been surprised by the fluctuations in form that you've been going through?
I think that's the same for all the teams up and down the grid. You see, Aston at the start of the year were really, really strong. They've maybe taken a small step backwards. Same with Ferrari at certain races. And I'm sure even Red Bull to a small degree. At some races they were 30 seconds ahead. Last week they were 3 seconds ahead, albeit with the safety car, but they weren't running away with things. So, we are closing that gap. It seems like the whole field is slightly more compact, which makes it exciting. And the small details make a big difference. As I said, we're focused. We've got that P2 in the Constructors' Championship in our sights and what we're aiming for. And but we're still pushing for more and try and get some race wins along the way.
All right. Best of luck with that. Thank you very much. We're going to open this to the floor now. Please give your name and publication. Who's got the first question, please?
Hi, I'm Zach. This is a question for all the drivers. This weekend at the Hungarian Grand Prix, we're hosting our first ever F1 Junior show, and kids are going to be taking over the broadcast. What do you think about this in the potential future, that kids will be taking over the broadcast?
I think it's very exciting, and Crofty's got something to be worried about. So, no, I think it's great what you guys are doing, Formula One, bringing the kids show to the sport. And I know with my sort of niece and nephew who follow the sport a lot, for them to have the chance to see it in a slightly younger format is going to be exciting. So, looking forward to seeing what you guys are up to.
Okay, just get a couple more thoughts because we're short on time. Hulk?
Yeah, same. Are you a good negotiator? You got a good deal out of this? Because, he loves F1, but he doesn't do it for free, so.
I'll take 10% of anything you get in the future.
See?
And Fernando, your thoughts? Same? Okay, look, we're going to have one more question before the break, please.
Hi, I'm Ruby, the Sky Kids reporter from Germany. This question is for George and Alonso. Max is always on the podium. Are you jealous about his car, and did you ever think about ganging up on Max?
Should we? Should we gang up on him somehow?
We are jealous.
We are jealous,
Yes.
yeah, for sure. For sure, we're jealous, but we all get our opportunity to stand on that podium. He's getting the opportunity a few more times than we are, but things have a way of working themselves out. So I'm sure, hopefully, the tables will turn in the near future.
All right.
Yeah, I don't want to add anything.